Enjoy your life. Listen up, I got a message to deliver about living life to the fullest, yo. I'm a giver. Forget the stress, leave your worries behind. It's time to shine, let your spirit unwind. Enjoy your life every day and every night. Embrace the moment, live it up, take flight. No need to worry, no need to strive. Just live your dreams, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. I'll take you on a journey. Let's go on an adventure. No time for regrets, no need for censure. Life's too short, gotta make it count. Don't let negativity bring you down. Enjoy your life every day.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hope y'all enjoy. I kind of learned some stuff this week in the hotel, my home away from home, my regular job. Yes, if you didn't know, we look professional tonight with one mic anyway. Um, Glad y'all are here, and I think we're live on Facebook now. Thank goodness. Appreciate the follows to get us back live on Facebook. So, right now, I'm going to introduce The Art of Fish by D. Eccles, my co host, Dan, the man. Oh, there he is.
What's up?
What's up? You want to show him what hat you wearing?
How you
Get up
doing?
close. Get up close. Oh yeah, fishing like it's 1999. That'll soon be on the website of Powercore Rods. Anyway, glad y'all are here. We're having a good time tonight. Look, we doing a little something a little different. Got a little light. I know my dad ain't watching, but he always. Oh yeah, we got a mic now. We always. He always complains about we're too dark. So we're not dark now. We are in the light.
I need sunglasses.
Thanks to the bearded Yoda. The bearded Yoda. And we're using the camera and the mic. So anyway,
And the table.
Dan, how was this week? Good? Good on the
Good.
retirement front? I seen a little action on Facebook with the
With the turtle.
well, of course, I thought the turtle was humping another turtle while the buzzards was watching the turtle, but come to find out, it was a turtle laying eggs
Eggs
in the neighbor's yard.
in the yard.
But the buzzards were watching him do
They
it.
were watching. They
That
were
is
very,
the craziest thing I've ever seen.
They were very interested.
Yeah. So anyway, that was just
And I saved that turtle, by the way.
a little something I wanted to say that. Anyway. Want to thank all your dads from last week was Father's Day. Most of us celebrated Father's Day, but you had some youngins sick and some son-in-law sick,
Yeah, I did.
and y'all are going to celebrate this weekend.
Tomorrow.
But Dan, I'm I know OMG Wicks is not watching tonight, but you know he's always talking about Florida.
I love him.
Yeah, and me and you Florida a lot.
We do.
Okay.
We Florida crackers.
Yeah. So you know, my winter wear, and even when I had moved from here to Alabama, I'd be out there playing golf in 30 degrees weather in shorts with long socks. And then my wind be like, son, you know it's cold out. Yes, sir. It'll be hot at 10 o'clock. But you know, I've always wore shorts with long socks if it got too cold, and some slides or flip flops.
Mhm.
So Dan, I know you just got your Florida, your
My
Father's Day gift in,
I did.
and I want you to show the people your gift because this is Florida to an extreme. And if when that cold front comes this year, Dan, you are set all Yeah, I mean, people, y'all just don't know. You people above Florida, y'all don't know. That is like that's like when it turns 70 in Naples and they put the mink coats on. When it turns 70 down here and Dan puts them flip flops on, he's good to go.
And I
He's good
have,
to go.
and when the polar vortex hits, I got the option of wearing socks with these.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Flip flops and socks, baby.
I'm gonna put them up.
That's some Florida. So OMG. Oh, look at that. Look like some hooves, some calf hooves. Yeah. Anyway. All right, man. Let's get into it. This is episode 10.
Come on.
We made a mile marker. I don't know 10. I mean, next mile marker is 11. So anyway, I want to say tonight again, brought to you by Kraken Jigs. You see the banner in the back. That's KrakenJigz.com. Kraken Jigs. What does it say? It sucks to be a fish.
Sucks to be a fish.
You ain't lying. But it doesn't really suck when I'm around because I can't catch nothing there.
You did last time.
I know I did. You know, well, a squirrel always finds a nut every now and then.
Yeah, but you had a special lure last time.
Oh, I did.
Secret weapon.
And I have not put that commercial out yet.
I know.
Carolina Strikers.
There's a reason for that.
Oh no, it's coming.
This
I just got to do one little thing to.
This is rated PG.
Yeah, no. On YouTube, I said that this is not for kids under 18.
Okay.
Okay. So, Carolina Strikers, that commercial, the bag of dicks, is coming. Just so you know. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Again, well, we're back on Facebook. We're also on YouTube, and we are on X. So please, even if you don't go to X, if you go there a little bit, just go and follow. Go to YouTube and subscribe, whether you look at YouTube or not. It just helps with everything. Oh, believe me, we ain't getting no money.
Subscribe.
We like doing this, but it just helps to get it out there more. And we'd like to keep doing, because I got some things coming up in the future. I'm going to be doing a project close to the house and hoping to have the Right Reverend Dr. Flamin Evangelist Jess Page.
Jess Page?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And we're going to be doing a little mental health on Tuesday nights. Little mental health, you know, with fishing. It's going to be called Beyond the Boat Ramp. And
we can
talk about some, you know, current events and just how to deal with some things.
We can all use.
We can all use that.
Mental health.
Yeah. Even, yeah. But that's why we go fishing, Dan.
Exactly.
So tonight's subject is saltwater is better than freshwater, or vice versa, and why? Why? I mean, we're going to read some of the things we got and some of the things I found, and then me and Dan's going to have a discussion because we both have opinions, and you know, it's pretty good discussion. I mean, it's not really funny, but it's just a good discussion because everybody, at least in the South, has grown up fishing one or the other and prefer one or the other, or both. And I will say this: Country Strong, Brandon. I know he commented and say, if he sees a body of water, he don't care if it's salt or fresh. He fishing.
Yeah. So
you know, I mean, that's a majority of people.
Let's go, Brandon.
I'm gonna read some stuff I found on. I hope he's watching and heard that. That's pretty funny. But we know you're not. Yeah. Anyway,
I didn't mean nothing about that.
Yeah, but that's just kind of funny. Yeah. So I found this on Reddit. I just kind of went to some places just to see if I could see different opinions. So this guy writes, freshwater for sure. You know, Saltwater, he says saltwater seems to be very daunting to me where I live. The gear is more expensive. Um, there's a lot more rules to keep track of in my area for what you can keep and when you can um, keep it.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, yeah, they keep changing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You gotta,
Mr. DeSantis,
you gotta carry your phone.
hat tip to you,
Yeah.
Mr. DeSantis, for shocking all of us and starting the snapper season on June 1st instead of middle of June.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, even though I hadn't gone yet. But I know Mr. Rob that I just finished making some rods for him and his wife. And yeah, I'm going to go up there to Destin and go hang out and try to catch. And Brandon, if I come up there to do that, we're gonna make a night to go little flounder gigging.
I love.
Oh yeah, little flounder gigging.
Man, come on.
All right, I'm gonna finish right. What you can use and where you can and can't fish. So what he's saying is saltwater. You got rules, a lot of them.
A lot of them.
As far as length, everything about it.
Everything.
However many you have to keep.
Yeah.
Time
of year.
You know, the time of year. I mean, there's a lot of rules.
The slots.
And if we really dove into it, and I love the FWC, I appreciate some of the things they do, some of the things they do. But you know, the government's the government. I just have to say, and you know, if y'all don't know about snapper season, I'll just give you a little. I don't know the senator's name, but when the government came out and said there's only, just say, 300,000 snapper.
Okay.
Well, there was a senator from Alabama that said, "Yeah, I think you're lying."
Well, wait a minute. Who counted them?
The government hired somebody.
Did they sent a diver down there and went, "Oh, there's one."
Yeah,
two.
Yeah. I don't know how they did it. But they're saying so many 100,000.
Okay.
Well, that Alabama senator said, I think you might be lying. So he hired 3 independent investigator companies or whatever. And they come back, it was like quadruple the amount.
That's 12.
And then they were like, maybe we can extend it a little bit. But I'm going to say,
let's meet in the middle and say 600,000.
Yeah, I know Siri. I know the government probably listens to something, and I know the FWC is not listening to this podcast. But if they were, I'm gonna say y'all suck about the Atlantic snapper fishing. They just moved it to one day.
1 day.
1 day. I will tell you, I went out 3 years ago on a boat. I was invited. It was on the last day. Well, before that last day, it was only the day before. 2 days to snapper fishing in the Atlantic. We went out to that hole, had 8 people on the boat. Hour, had all 8 fish. We were going to a hole and trolling. That's how many there were. It's ridiculous. Regulate something else, but
maybe all of those fish decided to go to that one spot.
Maybe.
Think about that.
But I just think that they're not telling the truth. But anyway, we're not going to get into that.
Okay.
Yeah, the government not telling the truth.
No.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So that person, he's right. I mean, the gear for fishing saltwater is a little more expensive, depending on the saltwater you're fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, inshore is about the same as bass fishing to me.
Yeah.
As far as the gear you're going to use.
Bass and snook and reds
pretty
much hit all
trout,
the same stuff.
Yeah. But far as snapper, grouper, whatever else you want to, marlin, now you're getting there.
Circle hooks.
Says freshwater is free for all with not many limits. If I want to go fishing, I just go. I'm gonna have to kick back a little bit on the not the limits.
Limits.
I mean, there's limits.
There is limits.
There's limits, and some of them. We
5 bass.
5 bass.
Okay.
Yeah,
And only one can be over 18 inches.
but let's be honest.
What?
How many people actually keep bass?
Not too many.
There ain't too many.
I've kept a few.
Kept it, but overall, most people release.
Now the FWC will tell you keep those bass, those small bass, like up to 12 inches because there's too many of them. They will tell you that.
That's a good. Maybe we ought to have FWC in the house one night and talk about a subject.
We
have some contacts.
I have some contacts.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to. Hey, anybody listening? What's the one subject you'd like for us to have the FWC in and talk about, and ask him some hard questions? That would be a good podcast. I don't know about you, Dan, but that would be interesting.
That would be.
Okay. We'll see if he'll do it.
And you can argue all you want to, but you won't win.
That's right. You're not going to win, but we can at least say our piece and ask the hard questions. Huh?
We can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he might put us. We might be on his radar after this.
Go to jail.
We might. Yeah. just a scenario. What if this happened?
Yeah. What if somebody?
I ain't saying it happened.
What if somebody was to do this? Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's a good idea. We might have to do that.
I have connections.
All right. Here's another one. Saltwater is fun, bigger fish, easier, less mosquitoes. Well, obviously that dude has not been to the Everglades
or Chokoloskee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better eating. Okay, I can get behind that. Freshwater is more technically challenging.
That's true.
So that kind of just summed all of it up right there.
It did. That's a good.
Bigger fish, easier. It kind of is easier. Yeah. Throw a little live bait. I mean, you can live bait some freshwater. I mean, minnows. Shiners.
Put your shiner on there.
Yeah. But the mosquitoes, he ain't been in Florida fishing at all.
He ain't been to Chokoloskee.
Well, he ain't been in the Mosquito Lagoon.
I have.
I could tell a story about that.
I have been to Flamingo. Which is very tip,
right.
Where when you got out of the truck, you could not see your pants. Because there was
it's covered.
And then you panic, jump back in the truck, and guess what?
They're all in the truck.
They're all in the truck now. Yeah. Been there and done that.
So we used to lead baseball practice on Friday afternoon. And one of our buddies his dad sometimes had a houseboat down there in Chokoloskee. But at the time, there wasn't that many mobile homes. There was just that 5-bedroom hotel down there. We get one hotel, we all go down there. And so we have bass boats we're fishing out of. And you have one sitting on the engine, one in the front, one in the middle. Well, somebody get a lure stuck, which, usually me, in the mangroves. And you ease over there, and you do like that to get it out.
Now,
dude, I'm telling you,
mosquitoes.
I looked and I couldn't see the guy sitting on the engine. I was in the middle. I couldn't see the guy sitting on the engine. So this guy saying less mosquitoes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you ain't been down Chokoloskee.
You got to crank it up. You got to take off full speed and blow them out,
and then come back.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well reel your reel up and let it hang in the mangrove and then come back.
Or else when you get it hung up there, say, I'm cutting it.
Cutting it. Nah. You just lost that lure. Yeah. All right, so here's another one. Says saltwater has way more action, and that is my personal preference. I don't have any freshwater fishing experience, so I can't say anything about freshwater fishing. Wait, this guy comments, way more action. I can catch a bluegill every time fly hits the water. My old sand pit lake. Okay, but I get what he's saying.
You don't want to say names?
No, I don't know who they are. I found this online
Oh, I got you.
on Reddit.
Read it. You read
Yeah.
it on Reddit?
No, it's on Reddit.
You read it on
R
Reddit.
E D D I T T.
But you read it on Reddit.
I read it on
I
Reddit,
got you. All right.
and but that guy was like, way more action. I catch a bluegill. Okay, bluegill fight, but how about getting even a mangrove snapper?
Mm.
A little bit more fight than a.
Oh yeah.
And then while you're reeling it in, you might have a shark hit it, and then it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, mangrove snapper got a lot more teeth.
A lot more ass.
Hey, I got a story.
Go ahead.
My brother caught a mangrove snapper one time.
Mike, I hope you're listening.
And he was getting the hook out,
Uh-huh.
and he was like a freshwater fisherman.
Yeah.
He stuck his finger down,
To get the hook out.
and that snapper bit down on his finger, and he couldn't get his finger out. It was bleeding. I told him, Mike, they don't call him snapper for nothing.
Oh. Wait. I got one from a certain somebody, and then we'll go to yours,
Okay.
and then we'll have a discussion.
Okay.
All right. So I got a comment from. I'm gonna tell you this guy. If it wasn't, I mean, the reason why I'm using this mic tonight and this camera tonight.
Are you kind of hogging that mic?
I am. I'm sorry. It's just kind of like there you go. Let me find him again. Okay, there you go. So he is now referring to himself as the bearded Yoda.
The bearded Yoda. I've seen a picture of him.
And I appreciate my man Don, the bearded Yoda.
He is bearded.
So he asked what the topic was. I told him, and he says, "Here's his answer." Quote from the bearded Yoda.
Here we go.
Because he says saltwater because the fish are bigger and taste better. I mean, you can't argue.
No, he's absolutely right. They do taste better.
And they're bigger.
And they are bigger.
I mean, I ain't never seen a bass that weighed 500 pounds.
No.
But anyway, he's not wrong.
Glass grouper, what we used to call them Jewfish.
Right.
Just like a big giant bass.
Yeah. I mean, are we allowed to call them Jewfish now? I mean, politically correct? Politically?
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. So who do you got that commented right here?
Well, I got something from the one and only.
Not the one and only.
The one and only. The GOAT.
Thank goodness.
Lunker Louie.
Louie.
And he says, quote, I chose freshwater because it requires time and skill. So there's pride in finally being able to catch fish, specifically bass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Opposed to saltwater, where even though the fish fight hard, and that requires some skill too, it's very easy to put a shrimp on a hook and catch fish all day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't argue with that.
I
can't.
I mean, as far as live bait, yes, he's not lying.
He's not.
But I mean, I have gone snook fishing with lures, artificial, and not catch nothing.
Okay.
Anyway, but
I can't.
But
yeah.
No, I have Chuckaluski something else on artificial.
Oh God.
Of course, there's a few captains that have spots that don't matter.
Yeah.
They throw bucktail on and they catch them.
But they know.
Yeah, they know.
And that kind of brings me around to my opinion.
Okay.
I was raised on the West Coast, saltwater.
Mm-hmm.
I was close enough to the coast where I could go after work,
right,
and fish for 3 hours.
Yeah,
if I wanted to. Take me 20 minutes to get over there, but now I live in the center of the state of Florida. So it's like 2 hours to either coast.
Right.
In 5 minutes, I can be out on a 27,000 acre lake and catch fish.
Lily pads and reeds.
Saltwater, now if I want to go to saltwater, I got to start planning like 2 or 3
Monday.
days in advance. I got to get my gear together. I got to get my boat rigged up. I got to check the tides. I got to check the moon phase. I got to check all that, the weather.
Right.
I got to get up at 3 in the morning to get over to the coast by daylight. And okay, if I catch something, fine. If I don't, well, I don't.
Right.
So my preference now, it used to be for saltwater, but now it's freshwater, and that's why.
Okay. Well,
But-
I'm gonna give my 2 cents.
All right.
And some things I've learned. One, building rods and getting to know people from all parts of the United States, um and going to um my girls' business, the Girls Fish Better GFB.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a little rebranding. Just throwing that out there.
I got one of your rods right here.
Yeah. And
Beautiful work.
so the one thing I will say, if anybody grew up in the South, whether on the East Coast, West Coast, in the center, most everybody, their first fishing was in a pond with a red wiggler, a bobber, a weight and a hook, and caught brim and bluegill.
Bluegill.
I mean, that is, and that's why I shout out to my friend Miss Sarah Parvin, the closer Parvin, that has the Slab Lab up in Huntsville. That's why she is so dedicated in raising a world record bluegill on her pond. Go check her out. But that's where she got the love of fishing, and most everybody. And then we would leave Lake Placid and go see my granddad. As soon as I got there to the house, this was in Hope Sound. They lived on Canal, right there in the coastal waterway. Hop in a 35 horse aluminum boat tiller handle and go to Jupiter Inlet down the intercoastal. We go get 2 dozen shrimp and we go fishing. Now, mangrove snapper mainly.
Mangrove snapper.
Yeah, mangrove snapper. And
sweet meat.
I mean, that got me, and then one time I showed up, I never seen a sheephead in my life. And I showed up and it looked like zebras down there around the post. And I was like, man, what are those? He's like, those are sheephead. Let's go to the store. Go get shrimp. I called every one of them. Cleaned them, cooked them up.
That's some good eating too, buddy.
Yeah. So, but going back to my girls thing, the one thing I've learned that we in Florida are spoiled, far as we had the best of both worlds.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even just in our county, how many lakes? 100.
Over 100.
Over 100 lakes in Highlands County. Then you have Lake County. Then you have, there's so many lakes. And then not only that, far as freshwater, far as, brim and bass, then you got South Florida in the freshwater canals, peacock bass, midas, cichlids, clownfish. You got snakeheads, all that. And then you have saltwater. So we have all that. So when I was doing the girls' business and I was going to do, I was going to focus on Florida and do saltwater and all that. But then I started thinking, most people, unless you're Florida, Texas, the East Coast of North Carolina, up the coast and on the West Coast, but in between that, they're landlocked. It's just fresh water. So majority of the people freshwater fish. So that's what made me do a 3-rod bass series when I had a manufacturer for the girls' business. That was my thought process behind it, because I'm spoiled. I mean, if I want to go exotic fishing, go down South Florida. If I want to go saltwater fishing, what coast I want to go to.
We got it all, buddy.
I mean, and then where we're at, we're 3 hours to Key Largo,
Yeah.
So honest opinion, I like saltwater. That's just something I've always liked ever since my granddad introduced it to me. But I will say, wintertime comes, I love speck
We're
fishing.
going spec
We
fishing.
going speck
We're
fishing.
going spec
And
fishing.
I'm coming back to Louisiana, up there to North Louisiana, do a little speck fishing without the Lake Darbon to rise and flood all the boat ramps. So I'm gonna come up there, Heath. I know you probably ain't watching, but I'm gonna get you as a guide. We're going fishing.
Me and you
Mhm.
and Lori.
Miss Lori,
Lori over here.
Miss Lori
She's the queen of the spec fishing.
on Lake
She's a
Istapoga.
badass spec
Yeah.
fishing right there.
And then I got my boys come over from Boca Raton, and his brother lives over in Leisure Lakes, and they had the speculator. They built their own pontoon boat with a picnic table.
You know, that is
The speculator.
that right there is spectacular.
Spectacular. That's Florida right there.
That's
That is
it.
Florida. So anyway, you know, it can go both ways. Everybody has their preference. You know, I just put it out there. But Dan, I mean, I know we were talking about what we were going, the question for next week, and it's because you wanted to bring in a story.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite story.
Yeah.
That you have. It is pretty hilarious. And do you want to go ahead? You got this question for next week, and I'll put it out there tomorrow or tonight or something.
What is the best prank that you ever pulled on your fishing partner? The best
Ever,
prank
ever. Now it can be non-fishing related. It could
Yeah.
be.
While you're out in the boat, fishing, doing whatever on the water, what's the best prank you ever pulled on your partner?
You know, I mean, the deckhands on the party boat. You know, they go. My daughter, you know, I mean, she'll fish with me, and she usually catches fish. That's why I kind of started the girls fish better because every time I took her, she caught more fish than me. But that's most women that go fishing with me.
Yeah,
They catch more fish than me. But
that's not the case with Miss Laura.
I know. Miss Lori will talk a bunch of.
Yeah,
She'll talk big,
yeah, she
and
will.
then when she gets smoked,
Oh, she talks some trash.
she'll say, it's great to be on the water.
Yeah, I just love
today.
being out on
I
the
just
water.
love being out
Look
here.
at that sunrise.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
Oh, did you see
Did
that
you
bird?
capture that sunrise in your video?
Oh,
So
look,
good.
Look, there's an osprey. Anyway, we got it.
All right. So, what's the best prank you ever pulled on your partner, fishing partner, wife,
Whatever.
whoever? What's the best prank? And we're talking. It could be an April Fool's thing too. You know, April Fool's fishing. Yeah, I mean anything.
Please let us hear them.
We want to hear them.
We love them too.
You know, and also, anyway, I don't know what that was all about.
Wow.
Oh, we're getting okay. Well, that's it for tonight. We appreciate you watching. We're glad we're back on Facebook. Hallelujah. Yeah. So anyway, really like, share this so we can keep growing.
Subscribe.
Facebook. Like it, follow it. Share it with your friends. They ain't got to watch it technically. We're cracking again. So Kraken Jigs behind us. KrakenJigz.com. And again, veteran owned business. He's a veteran himself. And he gives a lot to veteran groups. And we don't make no money off of it, but you can go there and go boat ramp 10. That's all caps, boat ramp 10. Get 10% off. And be looking for future Kraken slow pitch jigging rods. I heard they're going to be cool as anyway.
Easy.
Easy. So anyway, I appreciate y'all. Dan, you got any last words?
Best prank.
Best prank.
Send them to us.
Send them to us. All right. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Peace, babies.